Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Echo. Yes, people, we are back in the studio. It's Jason Gooner here on Jason Gooner TV again. And it's another Friday evening. So you know what time it is, people. It's time for the EPL weekly preview show. The place to be to get your score predictions in. You know, we keep track. So you can run Monday night or forward again. You don't know the thing set. When we reach back, reveal, see who win, see what get donkey of the week and all these good things. But one thing we love about football, people, there will always be more. There will always be more. So we can get the memory of last week away. Let's start some different things. And hopefully, when we forward Monday, we'll be this happy. Because when we forward this past Monday, I was not this happy when the show started. Yes, it's true. You can go back and look on it, clip it. Yeah, I wasn't very happy. But that's why we love football, because a new week. So everybody that didn't have a good time last week, we can know so we can get a much better result this week. So all those who got good results last week, they want to keep the feeling going. So that's why we're there every week for the football people, because if you felt bad last week, you don't know the thing set. So yeah, people, me, I go full joy the show, just like you. So we're gonna open with, yeah, man. So happy Friday night. Yo, man's early, but 30 seconds, I see the clock count down. I say, John will start. Look how late me I start. I'm still a go late. Yo, big up CMA gigs. Big up to Jagans. Did I wait? Big up yourself, Jagans. Big up to Edwards in our building. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. You never see who get donkey last week? All right, I can show you. I tell you, say, that's what we love about football. That's what we love about football. We can just forget about this. We don't have to go back to it again, Jaguars. We don't have to. We don't have to go back to it again. But that's how it did look, some kind of way. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, that's how it happened. All right, people. So we're there in the building. So you know the things that we're gonna go through all the teams, see who not going to be playing this weekend, just in case we have to sort out any kind of fantasy. Also, knowing who not in the game is going to help you as well too. Knowing who not in the game is going to help you to pick the games too. So a multitude of reasons why we look at the injuries and the reports. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I same thing I said to when I see it Jagan. Same so. Yeah, man, that's glad to say little company there. So and my name alone is upon it. But hey, so it goes sometimes, when you put yourself out there and you try to predict the games, hey, you're gonna get them wrong so many times, Big up yourself, Apache. Yeah, man, big up yourself each and every time, my G. All right, let's see. So I have one gun, as we say, never a few. All right, so let's get this up and going now. What? All right, so the first bit of news we're going to get is from, yeah, man, Ghana Luton. I think him start last game. Man, pull him here to rat it. Man, pull him here, get a red card. But yeah, he might get game, which is good. All right, so let's head to Old Trafford. We have some news on Dorgu, who did pull up in the Arsenal game. He faced a spell on the sidelines. Forced to be substituted in the 81st minute. Sesko came on for him. Pat, unfortunately, is going to be out for a period of time. We're still working through how long. We'll have to wait and see. It's disappointing. He's had such a big couple of weeks. We weren't sure whether it was a little bit of cramp or whether it was something a little bit more serious. And at the moment, looks a little bit more on the serious note. So it'll be a few weeks for that. How many weeks? We'll have to wait and see. That's disappointing for us all. For Pat, he's in such a good place. Unfortunately, it's part of football, something we got to work through and get him back as soon as we can. So he'll be absent for sure this weekend when they face Fulham at Old Trafford. And I could tell, like, from how he went down in the game, it looked like it didn't look like cramp. So I was really wishful thinking for the man to say it looked like cramp, you know. All right, the next news we want to get is, of course, you guys know Oscar Bob headed to Fulham. So, what? That's crazy. Next news is in Manchester as well, but this is on the blue side. The other Pep at Man City, Pep Linders, he was talking to media. He said he expects Doku to be out for more than a fortnight after picking up an injury in the 2-0 victory over Galatasaray. He had both assists in that game, but had to be subbed off in the first half. So clearly, it wasn't good. So yeah, they say it's probably going to be about 2 weeks or so. Ruben Diaz returns to training on Monday, so that's big. That's big. And they talked about Oscar Bob leaving to go to Fulham as well. But yeah, City getting closer and also getting fitter. Ruben Diaz back on the grass. Him and Gay, he's going to be pretty good. Watkins to be assessed ahead of the Brentford game. So let's see. So he ruled out Kamara, McGinn, Tielemans, Andres Garcia, Watkins. We will see tomorrow. Today he had a scan and it's not a clear injury. So them have one more day of training before Sunday, the villain. So him say them I'm gonna assess tomorrow. So I hope. Yeah, so it's a late fitness test, it looked like, for Watkins. So Van de Ven has a minor injury and he could be ready to face Man City, it looks like. Could be. So yeah, Van de Ven looks like the test for Spurs before they face City. Mateta has been omitted from the squad. Wow. So I did see some news today about Mateta possibly heading to Villa. Yeah, Doku and Bob, two really good baller that, man. But Bob did probably need to leave though. One Shirky forward and now Semenyo again. Like, yeah, time for him go somewhere. Cause him good enough to play. For sure. I think him represent Norway, right? Also, like in country. Yep, Norway. 22 now. Boss, I try to go World Cup. Got to man, you got three players in the front line that got speed that will give teams problems. Prefer Bob than Savio. I know I'm the Savio, brother. They look alright, but drop off was quick. Drop off was quick for Savio. Bless up TK as well. Respect for the members, them every time, man. Jagans and CK there. So them soon forward, you know. Make sure not tap up the like button. It's crucial. It's a crucial part of the show. The likes, you know. Just hit the like button, please and thanks. All right, so actually want to get this on the screen. This is Glasner. Pre-match had a lot to say. You know, the man leaving, you know, so man not business, the man doesn't say anything. Oliver Glasner says Crystal Palace must rediscover their top level if they are to return to winning ways this weekend as they travel to Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. They're winless in 11 matches. My gosh, in all competitions. Produced a improved first half display last weekend against Chelsea. Yeah, them should have scored. I can confirm that JP will not be in the match day squad, but it's nothing to do right now with a transfer. It just doesn't. It's just he doesn't feel in the right place right now to play, and it makes no sense because we have to protect the team. I have to protect him. That's why he will not travel with us to Nottingham. No new player will be in the match day squad. These are the only things that are really a fact. Everything else you have to wait. What will happen in the next 3 days? So clearly he's talking about, I think, the close of the window. And I did see Mateta linked from like Fabrizio. I think he was saying that he's agreed personal terms with Milan, I believe. One thing I want to check though, was that for a summer move or was that for right now? In the summer or eventually now? Wow. 30 million deal. Would I rather move to Milan than go staying in the Premier League? Makes sense, you know. I feel like he would have scored 1,000,000 goal over there. Kamara might be back soon. Klein back tomorrow. Jeez. Man, rupture him ankle doing a shooting drill. Jaja. Warden out. So them don't know who going play striker. I think Nketiah out too. So Uche, Ismail Assar can play central too. Yeah. So yeah, you guys think that Mateta gonna leave? There's a mass exodus right now from Palace, you know. Coach are left, everybody are left. Yard life daily, big up yourself. Yeah, man, respect. They are listen and learn. That is it. Bob more better regarding decisions making than Savinho to me in the final third. Yeah, that's very true. Bob is the thing with Bob is like him have multiple speeds. So him can run past you and him can slow the game down as well. So it's almost like you get because it's very rare for a player to be like a take-on player and also a ball retention, you know. And that's like that's the that's the that's the crazy part where Bob is like you still get the take-ons like a player will lose the ball a lot, but him have the retention as well. So you can even talk to him and say, hey, this next 15 minutes at them. I don't want you to pass one ball, just go at them. And then other times then the game dictates you say, hey, play within the team structure now. You see what I'm saying? Him gone, man. Crystal Palace side thin this weekend. Jaja, man. Tell you. Palace, yo, from the other day when the coach say I leave summer, I tell everybody, listen, Palace, problems for them. This is Chelsea put 3 past them. Every team ever say 2 and 3. Yeah, man. But I support watch all right. Of course, while me I say this now, who them I play? Nottingham Forest. Watch them keep a clean sheet or some madness. So Premier League stay sometime. Palace like them a sell out, buy one, get two. Boy, I tell you. Savio only have speed and Bob, but Bob not slow. Yeah. Him just like faster, but the problem is Savio fast and you know what I mean, Savio. Bless up, bless up. Yeah, man, Savio. Ooh, so Xhaka. Further 3 weeks for them. That may be a problem for Sunderland, I think. Because them look way different when them now play. 3 more weeks, them say. And Bertrand Traore another 3 weeks too. So I think that's an injury from Afghan. Rough. Arteta update on Saliba, Timber and Dowman. We play Leeds tomorrow at 10 o'clock at Ellen Road. Gonna be a tough one. So the gaffer for say now. Didn't have any surprises there talking about the Champions League 3-2 victory. Everybody will train today and be available for tomorrow. He said Timber and Saliba, they've missed out on a spot in the midweek with some knocks. They are okay. Obviously, they've been playing a lot of minutes. They've been carrying a few niggles. It was a really good opportunity to offload them a little bit and refresh them. With our defenders back from injury and Declan Rice and Marino suspension served, the only absence from our squad is Max Dowman. Him sign a pre-contract agreement as well, which is big. He will get in professional terms right when him turns 17. So them ask him about his recovery. Him say it's a little more than Mosquera's that him just get over. He's growing and we need to be very careful and a little bit more protective. Man say him have a different schedule as well because he needs to go to school. So we need to respect a lot of things throughout that process. Yeah, so like a man like Mosquera when I go to school right now, him could have go to London Colney like 5:30, 6 o'clock every day and start in rehab. This man have to go to school first, get that done and then forward. But I'm saying he's quite close. He's on the pitch now, doing well. Hopefully, we're going to be able to see him soon. Mr. Calafiori is good to go. Got him 45 minutes, no problem from that. And him say Kai is now ready. Started the other day. Obviously, it's been a long period, and now we need to manage that load. And the games we're going to select for him to start. But there was no negative reaction to that. So in this show today, when we're previewing the Leeds Arsenal game, I'm going to ask the question: you are the Arsenal manager. Which striker are you starting tomorrow? So we have three options now. First time this season, really, we have all three options in the Premier League at least. So let's see what the coach depend. Palace or do a Wolves, it might rough next season. I tell you, if them not if Palace not shape up, because wait name the team them down there like right by the relegation, a win game, Forest, Leeds. So Palace not far off from being 17th, And West Ham look like them might get it together as well with Nuno. Well, the brain works faster than the body, from my understanding. Sterling, for real. I see a clip today, a nice AI picture. Sterling in the Spurs fit. I said, Jesus, please don't go that team there, Raheem. I beg you. Savio Crossing is also better, to be honest. Yeah, I guess it's kind of what you want, because Savio is definitely like, to me, Savio would have been good for Arsenal, because we need more players for us service the ball into the box sometimes. Everybody want cut in and take a shot. Everyone I'm a player them for my team. Sterling saying right now, freedom. Yo, that brother Calafiori for the better defending and stop hold on to his mark. Yeah, that penalty was a lazy penalty for real, star. The man just not even attempt it, open up his body, turn, pre the run before it happened instead of reaching. Need Leeds to do a job tomorrow. Yeah, man. You could have needed a little more. Let me see, I said it done. I start right in the break in the car. Sometime I don't realize which game or what day. All right, let's see. What else we got going on? So we've been to the Emirates. Grealish set to miss the rest of the season with the foot injury. Wow. Rosinia said Palmer available to start. Slot provides team news. Big Frimpong, Konate, Jones, Gomez, and Isaac. Frimpong, he'll definitely not be in the squad. He's out for a few weeks, but not as bad as we thought. Ibu trained with us yesterday and trains with us today and will be in the squad tomorrow, so he'll probably be back in the lineup. Curtis is again available. He was sick, as I said, but he's available. Heard some rumors about Curtis Jones today as well. Loan with an option to buy to Inter, but they are waiting to see if players depart before they would do any kind of move. Joe will not be available, but that doesn't have to take much longer anymore, but he will not be available for the weekend. So Konate back just in time. Gomez goes down. Konate is back there to replace him. Isak not even on the pitch yet. I think it's called a walker. He's just out of his walker. So that tells you that he's not on the pitch and not expecting him on the pitch today or tomorrow in terms of his recovery work. It's going to take a while before he's back, as we know. Sometimes when these coaches, like Dutch coaches in particular, when they answer questions, like, I know it's just like the English part why it sounds so rigid and thing, but it sounds like the man just upset, like, you idiots asking about Isak, like, the man is nowhere near being ready. What the hell is wrong with him? Man pissed off. But he probably not even pissed. It's just how it sounds based on, like, the words where him choose to use, I think. So news on Joe Linton and Gimares now. The Guimaraes one is huge. I think I saw a stat where like it's like 11 games they miss in the Premier League, and them must draw like three and lose like eight, or draw four and lose seven, something like that. They've never won when him don't play in the Premier League since he's been there. It's slightly unknown at the moment. He did really well to be with us in Paris. That was down to the fact he was desperate to support the players. He did very, very light training. He trained with us yesterday, but that was more of a test. So we'll see how he is today. This will be where we decide for tomorrow. Yeah, they play Liverpool last game tomorrow. And Joe Linton's fitness. He flew on to Barcelona after the game to get an injection in his groin. Jeez, it was good news. The specialist feels he only needs one injection, and that means his return could be quite quick, and we're looking at weeks, not months. Unsure of the exact date yet, but it's positive news. Early March return for Livramento. That's a big loss for them as well. Um, and I need to make sure I show you guys the Champions League tie. They had the playoffs today. Playoffs matchup set, and also the brackets basically, so you can kind of see how it play out. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, be the English team. Yo, Georgia. EPL teams that do well. Cali has a tendency to do that in games. Yeah, it's almost like him him can pick up them that same yellow card. Like almost every yellow him pick up is that same play. A man run off of him when I'm off the ball, or I'm like kick it around him and go around, and him just pull the shirt and fall down and yellow card. Yo, 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 yo. What go on float? There, you know. We are here. Make sure you're smashing up the like button. Almost 20 of you pouring here on the Friday evening. We'd greatly appreciate the numbers, and just please smash the like button. City and Arsenal could face each other 4 times with three trophies in the balance. I know. As a matter of fact, Roy talks football. I'll play the clip. I'll play the clip. Once I play this, can get right down into the games. See it there. So I can't hear it. Yo, man, I guess I can't play this. Let me see. Should be able to. Right? Hold on there, people. Sometimes for this, you know? Alright, I think I should be good now. Crazy Real Madrid have a face Benfica again. No, mad thing. Yo, that game was mad. That last game, crazy. Alright, hold on there. I think this is it. What? Hold on a minute. So it can't get no bigger than that. Oh, I really are going. Blow. People, let me just play it. I was trying to just play it, man. I was trying to just play it. All right. Let me just play this. Let me just play this. Let me just play this. People, please, 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 please smash up the like button. All right, let me see. There we go.
Manchester City 4 times in the space of 27 days with 3 different trophies on the line. And I don't know if I find that scary or exciting. Now, as we know, we still go to the Etihad later this season, match week 33, with 5 games to go in the Premier League. We go there, it won't be a 3 p.m. kickoff. That could decide the Premier League. We're also, of course, both still in the Carabao Cup, both of us leading going into a home leg semi-final this week, so we could both meet in the final on Sunday the 22nd of March, and we could very well meet in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. If we go through our round of 16 tie against either Dortmund, Olympiacos, Atalanta or Leverkusen, and they go through their round of 16 tie against either Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Benfica or Bodo Glimt, there would then be a 50-50 chance that we meet in the quarterfinals. And were that to happen, it would mean that on the 22nd of March, we play them in a Carabao Cup final. On the 7th of April, we play them in the first leg of a Champions League quarterfinal at the Etihad. A week later, we play them at home in the second leg of that quarterfinal. And 4 days after that, we would play them away in the Premier League. That would be the most make or break month of football. And I'm not sure my heart could handle it.
But I'm not sure my heart can handle it. So yeah, there you have it. If the draw go a certain way, we can face them 4 times in like basically 2-3 weeks. Madness. All right, but real quick though, I'm gonna show you guys this right here. So here's the possible draw So we don't know yet which side of the bracket, but this is going to be either Arsenal or Bayern, and you work your way through. So they'll either be there in the bracket. We know these matchups are going to happen. Monaco, Paris, Galatasaray, Juve, Benfica, Madrid, Dortmund, Atalanta. So that's definitely going to happen, and that's the side that those teams will be on. And then the other side, you have Karabakh, Newcastle, Club Brugge, Atleti, Bodo Glimt and Inter, and Olympiacos and Leverkusen. So that's it, people. And like I said, either Arsenal or Bayern on this side of the bracket, Chelsea or Barca, Tottenham or Liverpool, Man City or Sporting. So if Man City and Arsenal end up, whichever side they end up on, that's what you will see. Now, we'd have to face them in the quarterfinals. But you see right here, if Man City ends up on this side, they could very well be facing Real Madrid in that round of 16. That's going to be interesting. So yeah, some nice matchups. Juve or Galatasaray get through. Juve would be the favorites. So they'll face either Liverpool or Tottenham. So they'll be looking at that draw, I'm sure, saying, yo, Tottenham, go ahead and get that spot. Now, of course, right here, Paris and Monaco. Remember last year, Paris did the same thing in the playoffs round. But they'll face Barca or Chelsea. So one of the big dogs going home in that round there. Dortmund or Atalanta. As an Arsenal fan, would I rather have Dortmund or Atalanta side or Olympiacos and Leverkusen side? If I'm being honest, looking at the teams along here and along here, I'd probably rather be on the right side, even in the first round matchup. You have Inter and Bodo Glimt. If it's between Sporting or City, come on, if we're being honest, Sporting. And that have the storyline, Jokeres go back to Sporting to play against them, hopefully knock them out. UEFA like the storylines. Barca or Chelsea. So we're gonna get, it's some nice ties in the works though. You see that, look at that top left side. Barca and Chelsea looking at that like, yo, but I'd much rather play Karabakh or Newcastle, than PSG, isn't me? But the Barca and the Chelsea fans are going to tell you, yo, we're not business. Oh, any boy test. Of course, City versus Madrid in the knockout. It's not set in stone yet. They could very well end up on this side, Chile. They could very well end up over this side, Inter or Bodo Glimt, Yeah, man, but it should be very, very interesting, the playoffs, leading into the round of 16 and all the rest, Should be nice. My heart weak. Hope them get Bayern and Real Madrid. So no plan for beat Madrid again. Well, it look like it's set up to might have to, It seems finishing top of the group was rewarding this time. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say so. Last year Paris did their right, so I wait upon Liverpool after them get through the playoffs, And this year it's Barca or Chelsea, one of those two. So them, that's gonna be a big matchup for around a 16 right there. Real Madrid and City potentially, in the round of 16. That's another big one. That's how it was before, right? Like, yeah, because Real Madrid knocked out City, and then we knocked out Real Madrid, and then we knocked out who was after that? Real Madrid. No, we knocked out Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. So City must have beat Madrid in the round of 16. Then we beat Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, then we lose to PSG in the semifinals. And PSG did knock out Liverpool, then Aston Villa, then we. So Enrique say, yo, all them tell me say English League are the greatest thing. I'm just knock out every side. Yeah, man, right side easily. When you pre the teams like in the playoff section of the thing, like the ones that play in this first round, it's clear that the right side, it don't have as many heavy hitters over that side, you know. The side of Paris, Juve, Real Madrid, Atalanta, even though them coach gone, the team win in Europe lately. And Dortmund over 2 legs, you never know how things can go in their stadium, you know. So yeah, I think the right side will be a little more friendly for Arsenal still. But that's it about the Champions League. Let's get back into the action. And it is time now to get to the portion where we break down the games them the right way. Get your prediction caps on, you see me? Because it's now time to pick, and these picks are documented. So pick wisely. First game of the week, people. There's 3 games at 10 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. The first one we're going to talk about is Brighton at Everton from the Amex Stadium. Chris Kavanagh is the referee. And let's look at what we have to discuss about the teams and how they're doing so far this season. So a lot of these games, you're going to see these teams bunched up together, points not too far apart from each other. And this is another one of those. Brighton in 12th and Everton in 10th. Right now, Everton on 33 points and Brighton on 30 points. So they're 3 points apart. One win will basically put them level on points. Brighton have scored 33 goals so far. Everton only 25 goals in 23 matches. The XG, you can see Brighton really need to improve on the finishing. If your XG is outnumbering your goals, that means you are squandering too many chances. 24.84 to 25 goals. So, you might want about 26, 27 out of those XG, but as long as you're outperforming the XG, that's a good thing. On average, Everton producing just over 1 XG per 90, Brighton up at 1.57. But the equalizer here and why they have more points, you see the clean sheets at 9 for Everton, only 5 on the other hand for Brighton. See Brighton's last 5, they drawn 3, 1 against Burnley at home and lost away to Fulham 2-1. Late Harry Wilson, the legend, late goal from Harry to make that 1-2-1 loss. That's a tough last 3 games for them. 2 draws and a loss, sounding like another team that I support. Everton, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in the last 5. Their last loss came against Brentford at home. That was a 4-2 loss. But they have had really good wins away at Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa. And they've drawn at home twice, 1-1. So lately, they've been getting better results away from home, which doesn't sound good for Brighton. Their results have been up and down no matter where they play. So let's see what this one brings out. 17 matches played between the two teams. Everton with 8 wins, Brighton with 5, and there have been 4 draws. Earlier this season, Everton did win 2-0. So let's see. Everton, Brighton. This is a tough one to really predict because you know. We're going for. So this was the lineup for Brighton last week. Gross is back. Good baller. I don't know how Leno let that IR goal score. I mean, him crack it well enough, but man should have saved it star, I think. Welbeck and Gomez, Minter forward back. Jorginho. James Milner. So that was Brighton's team. I think Everton just don't have my boy the name. Don't have Grealish. So Dwight McNeil and Armstrong get the start but get hooked. Shrewsbury Hall back. That's big. Branthwaite back too. O'Brien can go right back. Branthwaite play left centre back. Barry and in best form ever. Scoring goals. Tierno Barry. Oh boy, Brighton Everton. This is it's a tough game, you know, man. The real Everton, please stand up. Will the real Brighton do the same? You want them get Chelsea. Yeah, last year was same thing. Yep. The man will find a way for it to be City and Madrid. We see this every season. They say, I say there's still a chance, and you I say there's no chance. City played them in the playoffs. Yeah. City played Madrid in the playoffs. And so Madrid won a next tie after that and then lost to us in the quarterfinal. So Chelsea get PSG. But the Champions League love the Barca PSG, you know. That no. Need that revenge. It goes sweet. Well, that's over 2 legs, you know. So you can't just have a wicked game plan on one day, you know. You have to go consistently do it. Yo, anytime you don't know, you know, brother, the most logical choice has to be a draw. So I'm gonna say a 1-1. I was gonna say 2-2, but I'm gonna say 1-1. I think if a team reach 2, then win. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1 in the Brighton Everton game, people. Next game we have is Leeds versus Arsenal. So Leeds in 16th position with 6 wins, 8 draws, 9 losses. Arsenal in first with 15 wins, 5 draws, and 3 losses. 42 goals for Arsenal, 31 scored by Leeds. Arsenal averaging about 2 goals per game, conceding about 1 per game or a little less. XG for Arsenal at 40.46, for Leeds at 33.34. So they do create quite a bit of chances. Not that far off from Arsenal in terms of XG per 90, but see the difference there. 11 clean sheets to just 4 for Leeds. They have kept a couple in their last 5 though. So 2 in their last 5 match days. So they are having an uptick in defensive play. That 4-3 against Newcastle standing out quite a bit in their last 5 games. Arsenal with 2 wins back to back, then 2 draws of 0-0, then 3-2 loss, really, really bad one at home to Man United. So Leeds played Man United and drew them 1-1. So you never know. But Carrick wasn't there yet, let's be fair. All right, so 31 times this match play in the Prem. 18 wins for Arsenal, 8 for Leeds, 5 drawn games. Arsenal, the last time they faced them, which was earlier this season, they won 5-0. 4-1 2 years before that. And of course, at Ellen Road, though, just a 1-0 victory. But we have gone to Ellen Road and done well. That was 4-1. Those teams, if I remember correctly, those were, my boy, the name, man, Bielsa's team. And yeah, they didn't really care about defending. So scoring goals against his team when they had that squad in the Premier League, yeah, that's not nothing to really be like, oh, we did this, we did that. That was too easy. So let's take a look at what Arteta did last week. Of course, you know, he had the quadruple sub. Ben White, Eza, Gyökeres, and Merino came on same time. And Jesus, Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Nkapie got the hook. But one thing I have to ask, right? Jesus, he started against Man U, went back to the bench in the Champions League. And you have Kai Havertz, who started in the Champions League, didn't play up front, though he played in midfield. And the coach saying, yes, he's ready to start again now. They put him right back into that attacking role in the middle. You know, give Jesus and Gyökeres a little more time to watch, or do you play him somewhere in the midfield? Do you straight up just play him over Odegaard? Because that was the position he was playing. In fact, when he came off at halftime, it was basically tactically a like for like with Odegaard. Of course, Odegaard is not gonna, join in the box quite as much, but in the build-up phase and the pressing off the ball, it's pretty much the same role. Even though I think Havertz, and it showed as well, Havertz did a much better job to me of finding the space to get a ball through the line to the half space than what Odegaard has been showing lately. Odegaard has this tendency to every single time we build up, drift out to the right hand side. It's like he doesn't really want to control a ball with his back and then do a half turn to get free or something. He don't want to do that. He want to control it with his body already open to see everything. But sometimes you have to stand up in some more crowded areas to truly break the line. Because the more you drift and drop deeper, you have basically made us potentially a vertical pass into a sideways pass. And what's the biggest thing people always say? We take too long going side to side, side to side. But I feel like it's how some of the players like to receive the ball as well, cause that to happen. So you could see when Havertz was playing in the half space, you seen balls ping to him, turning, playing to a player, dribbling, Just don't see that enough from Odegaard, man. I tell you the truth. But who would you start? You are the coach. You are the coach. Who would you start? Honestly. Skull said 2-1 Brighton. Chilly there. Hey, if anybody drop off, come and know if I get up in the hours, If anybody drop off, just make sure in the comment section once the video finished, just make sure to what do you call it now? Make sure to leave the rest of your scores in the comment section so we can add them. Brighton for the win. But by how much is the question? All right, Jagans, we know your style. Me look out for it in the comment section. Apache 3-2. 3-2 to Everton. Wow. Interesting one. I'm playing well lately. Well enough to win. Actually, say 1-0 Brighton. Where was the score? Oh. There's no chance, LOL, from there's a possibility. 2-1 Brighton. Apache said 4-0 Gunners, No long talking thing. Madman that Jesus need to be on bench. He can play FA Cup. Yeah, so that's the question, You are the coach now. Arteta with a lot of you getting a wish. Or a lot of fans get them wish Arteta is out. But you are named coach. Who you starting in this game? You're starting Jesus, you're starting Gyökeres, you're starting Havertz up front. What you do? We see Sakai in a midfield no work, against the better teams, Or maybe it's not even better teams, against the EPL opposition. Because I hear that every time we lose, Kai play midfield. Every single time. In December when we did lose the game, them when we lose to Villa, I think it was Villa. I know one of them was it Fulham? I think Fulham they give away a 2-1 or we draw something. We need to have a killer instinct against Leeds. Absolutely. 2-0 to the Arsenal, said Chile. Kaya start for you. Chile said, I am starting Odegaard. Chile get the job. Chile go into the interview and have a big file, A big file when just a thief all of my talking points, them, and trick the people them and get the job, just to start Odegaard a false nine and sabotage the thing. What a wicked person, man. What a wicked. So how them Apache say Yokeres. Start Victor and Eze in a 10. You know this man now bench him son. And Kaya him stepson, So if him bench Odegaard, I only him other son him can play too. Because him now play Eze over Odegaard right. So I tell you that Yokeres for start. Yeah, I agree. I would start Yokeres. Big up Conrad. No man, we're not worried. Well, some fans goodly worried, yes, but not me. Yeah man, Chile. We see right through your shenanigans, See right through it, my G. Why this thing I move like it freeze up so? But I'm just watch the comments and next way, yeah, man. One boss I say Conrad. Yeah, man. So I'm like Conrad, I'm consistent. He's extremely consistent. So I'm like, I forgive him ratings, Big up Conrad. All right. So that was the starting lineup last week for Arsenal. So me personally, Gyökeres get back in. I'm glad him take off Martinelli in the Champions League game because I feel like no start Martin. I give Martinelli a league start. But maybe the coach will look upon it and I say, yo, I done a plan for use Martinelli at home against Chelsea in the second leg of the EFL. So maybe we'll see Trossard again from the start and just change Jesus for Gyökeres, right? In midfield now, did Zubi play on the weekend? I mean, not the weekend. Did Zubi play in this midweek game? Can't remember. Can't remember if the man did play. I don't think he did, And Norgard was in that midfield. We had defenders. So I don't think he started. Yeah, it wasn't him. It was Eze Havertz and Norgard. And Zubi never even come on. Him just rest. So that was good. Magalhaes, Zubi Mendy, Saka, Trossard, all rest. Saliba and Timber never travel. Well, not travel. Them never come to the game. Or them never sit on the bench, sorry. It just depends on how Mikel see it. Because after we play Leeds this weekend, then we have the second leg of the EFL. And then after that, we have Sunderland and Brentford in the league. Arsenal, Wigan. So at home to Sunderland, maybe you can do some rotating there. So go strong Leeds and Arsenal, Chelsea, and then boom, next game in the Premier League, home to Sunderland. Yeah, kind of, find the right balance there, so please. 222. All right, so now I wanna one game at a time, my side. Cause we're not nervous around here. We're not worried around here, Conrad. Yeah, it was Norgard. Yeah, it was Norgard. I was just making sure. I was like, yo, I don't remember seeing Zubi that day. So Zubi, Rice, Marino, all rest. Hey, you never know, with this coach, him start every day. So doubt him I go play him again. Rice I go play. Zubi I go play. So I think that other role in the midfield is up for grabs right now. Odegaard, who I think is the favorite to play. Eza, who I would play. And Havertz, who is the second favorite of the coach to play in that role. I think he does start back Gyökeres up front in this game against Leeds. I do think so. I do think so. Now, this Leeds team, they drew away at Everton. And they did have a good game in this one, going to be fair. Changes at halftime helped. But they had more possession. But Leeds had the better threat. Out shooting them. Higher XG. It's a decent game still. But Leeds is a different beast at home, and that may I tell you. Arsenal not scoring no goals, man. I'm going to go 2-0 to the Arsenal. Halfway. All right, before we move on, let's see if we have any other Arsenal scores right now. I did mention that going to the lead for the EPL team so far, but near at the same time this season now it's 4 points away for the league leaders. Yeah, I'm telling you. Start Noni and give Saka a break. I could dig that. I could understand that. I'm gonna start him in the EFL Cup semi. When to me, actually not. Yeah, when to me you play him. Noni can play in front of our fans against Chelsea. Yeah, man, put him out there, man. A different type of vibes him gonna bring. So I would actually play Saka in the league and play Noni again in the EFL Cup semi. I did mention two all at Leeds and Gunners. I'm not wrong for your prediction, boss. You have a tendency to stay in these ruts too long. Jagger and say, hey, I know I send my picks them, but you see for Arsenal, real time I make the people have know. Brawling 3-1. So long, this whole time. Skull never did give me score too. So I'm gonna write none of them. Yo, people, man, I don't know what my while going on. The world is going crazy, I'm telling you. No, I don't want that on the screen. Yeah. All right, last game at 10 is at the Molyneux. Wolves and Bournemouth. Yeah, bro, I know, say. Skull give me a score. Okay, 2-1 Brighton. Come on, say, yo, I'm gonna write that. Leads 2-all. Yo, for some reason, the thing them never there showing a star. Come on, say, yo, I know other people did vote, you know. It's like it pick out like random ones and now show all of them. Ever since my refresh it forward. All right, Wolves Bournemouth. Let's look at real quick. Let's just look at them there. 20th. Wolves is still at just 1 win, 5 draws. So yeah, my math's not great, but I think that's 8 points from a possible whole heap, from a possible fire, but 69. So yeah, that's 8 points. So 61 points left out on the table right now. That's why they're in last. 15 goals, that's all they could muster in 23 games. 38 goals for Bournemouth. Not bad. One of the highest scoring teams actually in the league. You see the goals conceded pretty close. Wolves badly underperforming as far as XG, 20.61. Bournemouth 36.58, as well as 38 goals to go along with it. You see the XG per 90 just under 1 for Wolves, so they're not creating enough. 5 clean sheets for Bournemouth, 2 for Wolves. Last 5, Wolves had a good run until last week away at Etihad. They lost 2-0. Bournemouth, you see their games, 2 wins out of their last 3, so on a better trajectory. Their last loss coming against Arsenal 3-2 at home. This was Bournemouth's lineup. You know, they've had a big reason why they've been playing so well this season. Gone from the team, that's Antoine Semenyo, but they have been able to give others a chance. Adli Krupi, who has looked good this season already so far. Jimenez, typically I've seen him playing right back, but due to the circumstances, he was playing a little further up the pitch, and he rewarded Iraola with a goal. Adli scored the winner late, 90 plus 5, right? And Evan Nielsen opened the scoring with a nice finish. Liverpool thought the comeback was at least going to be a draw, but that 95th minute goal was comical. So that's how Bournemouth line up. Wolves, hearing rumors that Strand Larson headed to Palace. Or was it Palace? I think it was Palace. But I think that's all contingent on what happens with Mateta. Or maybe not. Maybe we just want another striker. I'm kind of thin in that area. So this was Wolves starting lineup. Heechan and Mane. Mane been a revelation since him joined the team, or since him back playing games. So Tolu and Strand Larson bench. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So man, the 2 striker them dead and them not even start one of them. Robert was a try everything. Against City have start them, brother. Them man, they mad. One of them. All right, Wolves versus Bournemouth. Yeah, I think Bournemouth's gonna beat them in a star. I really do. 2-1 Bournemouth sounds about right. Maybe even 3. We know you bite your fingernail because City are haunt the league leader like a scary movie, but good sportsmanship though. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0. All right, big up yourself. Apache said 2-1 Bournemouth as well. Yeah, I like that score there, Apache. I think Bournemouth gonna actually win. I don't mind this one though, coach. 1-1 could very easily be that. Red Skull said 3-1. Yeah, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Them 3 score them. But me pick 2-1 for mine. Like my main one. Cherries 3-2. So Wolves are gonna put up a fight, Chile. If Arsenal should sack Arteta. If Arsenal should sack Arteta, could be a great option. Oh, Areola, sorry. I see the R and my brain I go straight to Arteta. And it do the same name. I like his style of play. Yeah, man. And them rate each other too, you know. You know what I say? They're already good. You don't have to cheat for them. Man, pissed off when our game is done. Yeah, man, a good coach, man. I like him style too. That's true. I like his style. 11 played, 5 wins for Wolves, 4 for Bournemouth. Think that gets tied up tomorrow. Bournemouth won earlier in the season 1-0. Big Bad Semenyo probably scored 2. Well, there's no more Big Bad Semenyo. Yeah, so I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth in this one. So the 12:30 kickoff, 5:30 in the UK. That's going to be Chelsea versus West Ham. A resurgent West Ham. We must add that. All right, so Chelsea under Rossini have been unstoppable, results-wise for sure. They're up to 5th position now. West Ham in 18th, but trying to get closer to that 17th place spot. 5 wins. Chelsea have doubled them up with 10. 2 more draws for Chelsea as well. 5 draws for West Ham. 13 losses. 6 losses for Chelsea. You see the goals 39-27. XG just over the goals 41.05 to 39. But Chelsea would want to have some more goals there. 25.84. You see the goals per 90 or expected goals per 90. Sorry. Clean sheets 9-1 in favor of City. So that's why in favor of Chelsea. That's why they're so far apart. Last week away from home, I told you, this Crystal Palace team, them done for. Not in business again. Pedro kept his scoring boots. Esteban goal and assist. It was a great day for Chelsea, this one. Players started, got come out the game early enough. Other players got some running in. But yeah, Chelsea, I think Palace on autopilot straight till the end of the season, I think, unless something drastic were to happen. And West Ham with back-to-back wins. I don't know when last they could have said this, but give them their credit. 2 wins on the bounce. Somerville turning up to the EPL lately, looking dangerous out there. (3-1), man. West Ham are dealing with it away. All right, this game played a lot in the Prem. 59 games, 10 drawn games out of those 59. 33 wins for Chelsea, 16 for West Ham. The last time they played earlier this season, Chelsea dropped a 5-1 on them in August. Everybody ran to get all Chelsea players in fantasy. Chelsea versus West Ham, both teams coming off 2 wins. Something's got to give. Don't emotionally do anything here. Be serious with yourself. Damn, man. Chelsea, West Ham. So Rossini never coached that one. No. Yes, he coached these two. Or at least I think he coached this one too. Yeah, he did. All right, cool. Dragons Bournemouth 2-1. No, me I wonder. Did I miss your first score? Okay, 3-1. No, but that wasn't the first game, though. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna try to figure out the what one. 2-0 Bournemouth. So everybody thinking Wolves not getting nothing. Chelsea 2-0 says Apache. Come on, keep them a rolling same way. Chelsea 2-0 over West Ham. Edwards. You know, this game could draw. I agree, Skull. It could. Very well could. Chelsea 3-1 said Chile. Chile said draw away. Bournemouth from Spain, which is it fair to say? Bournemouth coach from Spain, which is it fair to say that all Spain coaches don't look bad in EPL based on forms this season? Yeah. Who are the other Spanish coaches then? Raul Arteta. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna look on the league table. That will make me kind of jog my memory of the coach them. Alright, so Arteta, Pep Guardiola, Unai Emery, Aston Villa, Michael Carrick, Man United, I joke. 3 still. Chelsea, Rosinha, Liverpool, Dutch, Fulham, Portuguese, Brentford, I think he's English, I think. Newcastle, English, Everton. So wait, when we did that? 1, 2, 3. Idio, Moyes, Lebreeze, French, Brighton, I'm not from, no. West Ham, 2 wins on the bounce. Can't believe it. All right, so Chelsea, West Ham, you know. Rosinha, you get where you have some nice fixture for play. I said 3-1 Chelsea, and the Chelsea fans gonna start to believe they can do it. Skull said 2-2, you know. Skull said something. I'll go on. The youth of Somerville used to cook when he was at least decent young player. Yeah, man. Somerville bad is a shame, man. Man, fast. And in technique, still good when he run full speed. Yo, Pristine, what go on? Big up, you know. Yeah, man. Healings every time, my G. 2-1 Blues, says Float. Yeah, I think I counted like 6 out of the 20. People, make sure you not smash up the likes. See the numbers, them keep on steady move up there. Just make sure the likes are do the same. Pristine, fire 3 shot. Arsenal 2-0. First shot was a brilliant one. Bournemouth 2-1. Chelsea 2-1. All right, Pristine, all I missed was the Brighton Everton. That was the first game. Unless I miss you, I said something about it, which I don't think I did. Let me check this other one to car. So move mad. Okay, I never miss nothing. Cool. All right, Liverpool, Newcastle. Ooh, what a game this is gonna be. You know, the best thing happened to Liverpool last week was that Arsenal lose. So everybody would have rather mean about that than them losing 3-2 to Bournemouth last week. Yo, this is ridiculous, man. All right, Liverpool, Newcastle, 6th position, 9th position, 10 wins, 9 wins, and look at that right there, same amount of drawn games. So 3-point difference between the two. This is a big swinging game right here. Can be Liverpool just boom saying, hey, we're still here for this top 4, top 5 race. Newcastle don't want to get too much distance between them and these 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I want to stay right in there. So they'll want something out of the game as well. You see the goals pretty close, 35-32 in favor of Liverpool. The XG similar as well. Both teams just underperforming their XG. And you see the XG per 90 really close. Both teams have 7 clean sheets. It's very, very close stats-wise between the two teams. Newcastle had a nice little bounce of 3 wins. Then they drew away to Molineux and they lost at home last week to Aston Villa, which wasn't the best performance at all. No Guimaraes, it don't work. Liverpool had 4 draws in a row before losing to Bournemouth last time out 3-2 and a really late goal. 61 times this match played in the Prem, 37 wins for Liverpool, 11 for Newcastle, 13 drawn games. Earlier in the season, Liverpool went to St. James Park and got a 3-2 victory. So the return at Anfield should be a good one. I'm going to say 3-2 Liverpool, Yeah, 3-2 Liverpool. I might regret this pick, but I'm going with that. Brighton 1-0. All right, cool. Now you're caught up for real. The Isak derby, too bad. Coach say him not even have man that even can touch grass yet alone. You don't know what him do. Him say him just come off of the walker. Liverpool 3-1. Like a baby just born. Red Skull say another 2-all. Liverpool, Newcastle. Cool. So this rounds out the last game on Saturday. It's 8 o'clock kickoff Saturday night in England for Liverpool and Newcastle. So those last 2 games we talked about, the Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool, Newcastle games, will have their own time slots. But the first 3 games at 10 o'clock, you'll have to pick the one you want to see the most. Or if you have multiple devices, you can use them all and see all 3 games, right? So should be very interesting Saturday. And it's like it's a little bit flipped because Arsenal lately have been the team who would be kind of needing to answer Manchester City. Now this one is a little different. We'll talk about this game just very, very soon. That's the Tottenham Manchester City game, and that game is like a bogey game for City. So I would like to say if we can go to Ellen Road and get the result, the 3 points that we need and want, I'm not anxiously, but I'll be tuned in Sunday when Tottenham play City because for whatever reason, them Tottenham always play them good. Under this manager, it might change to be honest, but let's see. So 3-3, wow. Did I miss your Chelsea score? I did. Oh shoot. No wonder. Right, it on the wrong line. Are we good now? 2-all. So it seems to be a popular pick this week. This draw for Liverpool Newcastle 2-all, 3-3. I went 3-2, so expecting goals. Dan Burn in defense is good look for Newcastle. Liverpool 3-0. A Apache says people dead. Pristine says City 3-1. I'm going to reach this yet, Pristine, but you're right, it's still. We're going to reach there eventually. Man, I'm gonna be the biggest Spurs supporters. Nah, man, if we got 7 points clear, me all right. Let's go watch the game, you know. You're good, man. You're good, man. Me write it same way, man. That way we reach us, so you don't have to worry about nothing. You're dead. All right, we can move along. Liverpool, Newcastle. I tend to agree with a lot of you. Your goals going to score. Apache said 3 goals for Liverpool, but none for the other side. I will be very surprised if Newcastle don't score in the game. It's possible, you know, because Liverpool can keep clean sheets as well, but I don't think so in this one. But time will tell. Time will tell. So 3 games at 9 and 1 at 11:30. Them always do this foolishness before them split up the game them a little bit. Anyway, Villa Brentford at 9. That should be a good matchup right there. You see the stats right here. 3rd position, just 4 points off the leaders. 1 win less than Arsenal. 4 draws, 5 losses as well for them. Both teams are on 35 goals. Brentford's are in 8th position, 4 less wins, 1 less draw. 38.08. Ridiculous amount of XG for Brentford. They should be scoring more goals. 28.3 XG for Aston Villa. 1.23, 1.66 is the XG per 90. And 7 clean sheets for Villa, 5 clean sheets for Brentford. You see the last 5, a wobble. Good days, bad days, draw, win, win, loss, loss. Aston Villa, just, I don't know, they just like the different colors. Red, green, draw. Red, green. So what comes next in the pattern, people? This game must draw then. No. You see them get a loss to Arsenal, then them beat Forest, then them draw with Palace, then them lose to Everton, then beat Newcastle at St. James's Park, and then them go turn around and draw. Can they break the voodoo? Start another winning streak? Brentford did get the 1-0 win earlier this season. Late fitness test for Watkins. Abraham can play it. I think he can, he's registered. Brentford, one of them teams, man. Cause your problems. If Spurs doesn't win, they'll be relegated. Aston Villa 2, Brentford 0. Villa 2, Brentford 1. Pristine say return of Leon. 3-0 Villa. This week is upset week. Trust me. Every week upset week. I probably get donkey. No, you're supposed to win. Because every week you pick the upset them. So if I upset week, just pick how you always pick, my G. It should be alright. 2 Spurs. Oh no, we saw that already, no? Yeah, Red Skull said 2 for the Spurs. Oh no, never mind. What may I say? Okay. 2 I say. Alright, yes, so. 2 Brentford and Villa 2 Who I said that? Apache. Red Skull 2-1 Villa. Oh, too many 2-2s. 2-all Pool and Castle. Float. All right, Villa Brentford. No, Villa Park, they'll get the job done. I'll go 2-1 Villa. It's tempted to get them another clean sheet, but no, I don't know if I'm going to go clean sheet happy right now or not. But maybe. But I'm not going to go fight. I'm going to go 2-1. Villa like to make the games exciting, Man United Fulham. Damn, man. So Dorgu out for weeks. Rough on them. 4th position for United. 7th position now for Fulham. Both teams have 10 wins, but United have 4 more draws. So that's the point difference right there. And those draws are losses for Fulham. Goals 41-32. XG 41.32. Wow, that's weird. 25.7-32. That is efficiency right there. XG per 90. See, United have the edge there. 5 clean sheets for Fulham, 3 for Manchester United all season. You see their last 5 though unbeaten. Hopefully they can win 3 more games and the guy can cut his hair. But you would have to start with this win over Fulham, and they're playing well lately. Last away game they did lose 1-0, but they beat Chelsea and Brighton at home in their last 5. 37 times this played in the Premier League. 26 wins for United, 4 for Fulham, 7 drawn games. One of those 7 draws came earlier this season at Craven Cottage when they drew 1-1. So Manchester United and Fulham. This one is a draw game all day long to me. Don't think Fulham win, but I'm going to say Desmond. This one I done Desmond, 2-all. Yeah, of course Harry Wilson I got bust it. What you mean? Harry Wilson must bust it, All right, Jack Garn still give me a next score. 2-1 Villa. Red Skull say, forget all that shit. This is a 3-1 to Fulham. Man say, forget that, bro. 3-1, me say. To Fulham as well. United 3-1 to Pristine. United 3-1. Man U 2-1. 2-1 United, but the classic United to lose after the last 2 weeks. Man, I tell you. After all them fans go mad. They say Pristine, that one had the easiest pick. Man U Fulham. Well, it can't that easy because people are saying different things. Well, I really me and Skull alone still. Because me said draw, Skull said them are going to lose. Everybody else said them are going to win. But I have some other ones I have to record or send me IG and Discord and all them something. So maybe some other people have it like this. But the live show and who they are now, everybody look like them a pick United. Fulham are going to force a draw. or even win, as Red Skull said. All right, moving along from Fulham. Why do I keep doing that, people? Can anyone tell me why? All right. Next game, Forest Crystal Palace. We don't have to take forever upon these people. You know my thought. I said few times today. I wouldn't be shocked if Forest finish above Palace this season. They're both on the same wins. It's only a 3-point gap right now. You see the draw difference, so that's the points difference. Both teams anemic with goal scoring, but Palace should have way more. Forest should have more, but not as much. We were talking if they convert in there up in the 38 range, 39, 37. You see the XG point per 90, 1.57 to 1.14. 3 more clean sheets for Palace, and that is 8 for Palace and 5 for Nottingham Forest. But Forest unbeaten in their last 3, 2 wins and a draw, whereas Palace definitely trending in the wrong direction. So I am not going to try to be a genius. I'm going to say, hey, the form tells us what this game is going to do. So I'm going to say this one is a 2-0. Good victory for Sean Dyche and his crew. I'm going 2-0 for Nottingham Forest, for clarity. Next game, Sunday. Tottenham versus City from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, what should happen, or what will happen? Come on, have some faith, youth. Arsenal will go 7 points clear. I think Villa at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, when that game is over, will get back to within 4 points of the league lead, and City will be 7 points behind on their own. So if that does happen, both other challengers win, and City has Tottenham to play, knowing the kind of history they've had against this team. It's not going to look pretty with the stats for Tottenham and give me much hope that they'll get anything. But I just know that in this particular fixture, for whatever reason, this Tottenham team always do something. 47 goals for City, 33 for Tottenham. You see the XG well under, so they're doing well. Same with City, 41.55, they're at 47. That's the kind of difference you want to see. Almost 2 XG created per 90. 10 clean sheets for City to go along with all that XG. 7 clean sheets for Tottenham. So Tottenham winless in 5. They have 3 draws, 2 losses. Man City only win in the last game they played against Wolves. They lost to Man U away. They drew with Brighton, Chelsea, and Sunderland. They haven't really been setting the world alight lately. But that can change. Like that, 57 played, 30 wins for Spurs, 19 for City, 8 drawn games. See there, this season already. Spurs they go win 2, love. Like, why do these things happen? They beat City 4-0 at the Etihad. Like, what? How? It's just crazy, man. Well, let's see. Spurs look like they have a better chance winning if it was at the Etihad. Based on these scores right here. And them always lose when they play them at home. Nobody never tell me that part there. Rough. I don't trust them, none at all. I'm going to say 2-1 City. I don't trust Spurs to do 1 Ross. Did I miss Edwards? Man U take? I don't think I did. So, okay, I see it now. 2-1. Christine said, this is the new United. Sorry, Mr. One Day, you know. We should read that in the moment. 1-1 said Chile. Which game now? Forest Palace. Red Skull said 2-1 to Forest. I think City are going to beat them, man. I just don't trust. I don't know, man. I just don't. We ain't getting no help from Spurs. I can tell you that. Edward said 2-1 to. Yeah. 1-0. All right. Forest 2-1. My obvious City score already. Tottenham 2, Tottenham 0, City 2. Apache 3-2 to Spurs. Oh shit. So where's the other one? Oh, Apache now have the Forest Palace game. That may not see. Forest Palace Apache. I may say the right line that for the 3-2 you just give me. Red Skull said 2-all. Yeah man, we get that. 2-1 City is what you call a real upset. Yeah man, tell you. A Skull go with 2-all. I mean, I think just no. What Chile say? Also, Chile agreeing with my 2-1. But him just know say I want upset. They say Spurs lose and Frank get the fire after the whistle. I know. If that reach him, boy, may I tell you the truth. The man reach top what name? Man reach top what? Top 8 in Champions League and I buy him no time. City 3, Spurs 0, said Joe. Yeah man, big up. All Spurs players about to play like it's the World Cup just for them to play like them never see a football before the following week. I tell you. If Spurs lose, when would their next wins come from in the league? Good question. City home, Man U away, Castle home, Arsenal home, Fulham away. But Spurs the type of team can go all Old Trafford go win, man. Them weird, man. It's a weird team. But this manager is not doing his thing. Thought he would do better, actually, to be honest. League position 11 and 19. Burnley gonna put up a fight, but I don't think it will be it will work out in their favor in the end. 8 wins for Sunderland, 3 wins for Burnley, 9 drawn games. That's crazy. 9 draws out of 23. 6 draws for Burnley, 6 losses for Sunderland, 14 for Burnley. Burnley has outscored them by 1 goal, 25 to 24. You see the XGs very close to each other. And the XG per 90 very close to each other. But 7 clean sheets for Sunderland, just the 3 for Burnley on the season. Neither team really doing excellent leading into this game. But Sunderland do have a couple more points because they do have a victory against Crystal Palace of all people, 2-1. So Sunderland, Burnley, they played 7 times. Really short history of this fixture. 3 wins for Burnley, 2 wins for Sunderland with 2 draws. Burnley did win at Turf Moor in August 2-0 in the battle of the promoted teams. All right, so Sunderland versus Burnley. I'm going to say Sunderland win this one. Actually, no. This one's going to be a 0-0, you know? Yeah, man. Dubravka and Roof's masterclass. 0-0. I don't think I ever predicted a 0-0, but I am today. No, we not lose to them, brother. All right, so Joseph say, yo, Leeds 1, Arsenal 2. Wolves 1, Bournemouth 2. Everton 2, Brighton 2. Chelsea 1. West Ham 3. Liverpool 1, Newcastle 1. Villa 2, Brentford 3. United 2, Fulham 0, and Forest 2, Palace 1, Sunderland 3, Burnley 0. Let's go and say 3-1. Chile says Sunderland 2-0. Pristine says Sunderland 2-0. Sunderland the only unbeaten side in EPL at home. Yeah, I think that remains, but I think them draw another one to 10. Them go to 10 draws on the season. Burnley 2-1. So Apache say, forget that record. That done, you know. Float say 3-1 Villa. 2-1 United. Very popular scoreline. 2-1 Forest. And 2-1 City. Sunderland and Burnley. That's all that's left, mate. Burnley. Yeah, man. Same so. 0-0. Just like 2017. A long time they no play. Yep, so 0-0. So we'll be back Monday, people, for the review show. You know the thing set. We'll reveal all the results. Let me just check some real quick. Just smash up the likes, people. Smash up the likes. All right. So Mas did send in his picks. Let's see. 2-1. 1-2. 0-1. So what you're most looking forward to this weekend? You just want to see the response, brother. The response can tell me a lot about how this running will look. If you forward again and I do some madness on the field and just can't get it together, then we know. Much of the same this season, you know? Forest and Palace 1-0. Tottenham 2, City 3, and Sunderland 2, Burnley 0. I'm telling you the truth. If Man U draw with Fulham, I'm going to clear this week. Everybody else pick something else. 1, 1, 3. So Apache is the only brave one so far. I have one other platform to check for some more scores, but as of right now, just Apache alone. Pick what name there. At home, Sunderland coming from a loss. Deadly. 2-0 Sunderland. I just think no Granite Xhaka, brother. That'll hurt them, man. I tell you. Man, you got them fans dusting off their jerseys now. You see it. Man, who start watch again. You get the Forest 3-1. Let's see. Yep, I did. I never call it out, but I did write 3-2 in the wrong slot. I must change it to 3-1 for that game there. So yeah, I get it Apache. Respect though. Man City 2-1. And Jagan saying just want to see Arsenal dump up Leeds. Don't we all? Or maybe not all, but we do. So let's just take a look at the table before we head out. We got Wolves, Burnley, and West Ham in the relegation zone, but West Ham fighting. They can get a third win on the bounce. They could pull potentially just 2 behind that zone, but Leeds and Nottingham Forest will be looking to keep getting the points on the board. Crystal Palace 28. Let's see how long they're stuck right there around 28, 29, 30 in the next 4 or 5 game week. Spurs on 28 as well. They need to get some results sooner rather than later. Bournemouth, Brighton on 30 points apiece. They could change a lot if they get a win this weekend. Sunderland in 11th now. They're on 33 points. Everton up to 10th. They're on 33 as well as Newcastle and Brentford. But the goal differences make Brentford and Newcastle 8th and 9th. Everton and Sunderland 10th and 11th, all on the same points. And in 7th is Fulham on 34 points. Then we have Liverpool in 6th now on 36 points. Chelsea in 5th on 37. Man U in 4th on 38. Then there's an 8-point gap to the top 2 and 3. That's Villa and Manchester City. And then Arsenal 4 points clear of the chasers right now. And that is 50 points for them. But they do get to go up first this week. And they can drop the gauntlet and put a winning score on the board and put 3 more points daylight ahead of them and their closest rivals. And then they can sit back and relax and watch on Sunday as Villa play first and then City travel to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It should be a good one, a really, really good one. So that's pretty much it, people. That's pretty much it for the show this week. Let me want to check one thing though. I do want to revisit this one more time. Just a reminder, people. The draw for the next phase will take place at a later date. But for right now, the playoff matchups are set and where they fall in the bracket is set as well. So Monaco, Paris, Galatasaray, Juve, Benfica, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Atalanta on the left-hand side. And you see the teams that they could be facing potentially in the round of 16. It will be either Barca or Chelsea with these 2 teams, Liverpool or Tottenham with these 2 teams, Sporting and Man City with Benfica and Real Madrid, and Arsenal or Bayern Munich with Dortmund or Atalanta. That's the left side, we'll call it, of the bracket. And then on the other side, we have Karabakh, Newcastle. They'll face the winner of that game will face Chelsea or Barcelona. Club Brugge, Atleti. The winner will face either Tottenham or Liverpool. Bodo Glimt and Inter. The winner will face either Man City or Sporting. And then we have Olympiacos and Leverkusen, the winner facing off against either Bayern or Arsenal. So that is what the Champions League will be looking like. I think I think the draw don't happen until after the knockout playoffs are played. I think. Um, but yeah, that's my hunch that like after the minute the second leg of that playoffs is finished, similar to like this week or maybe later down in that week, they will do the draw for the rest of the tournament. So I really just have to find out, which of these two fall where, in each of these little slots in the round of 16, and then the bracket kind of plays out itself after that. So you just plug in who win, working your way towards the middle, right? But should be great, man. I'm really looking forward to some of these matchups. Love the fact that, we don't have to worry about these playoff games. We have enough games already to play. So that's a good look, I thought, that we made sure to get that top 8 this season. People were saying, boy, first don't really matter, but you can see some of the matchups if we were kind of down in 7th or 8th or even 5th or 6th. You'd want to get the top 4 at least. And, it's going to be an Atleti or a Juve waiting on you there as well. So, hey, it's the Champions League, bro. You can't go wrong. You can't go around it. You can't go around it. You like to see A-Bar versus Arsenal? Yo, Igor Thiago got 16 goals, Wow. Semenyo got 11. Calvert-Lewin got 9. Mateta got 8 when him should have gone about 28. Man missed so many goals, man. All right, people, that is it, that is it, that is it, that is it. What? First and second get easier chance. It look better. You can get anywhere from what? 16 to 19, I think it is. You can get 16, 17, 18, or 19, basically. All right, my people. Another preview show in the books. It was my pleasure to bring it your way. Had a lot of fun bringing it to you. Remember, if you weren't here on the live show, you have a little more time in the morning, people. You don't have to wake up so early. But as long as you send in the picks before kickoff at 10, I will include them on the big board. Have a nice full list this week. So hopefully whoever wins it, well, not hopefully, but whoever wins this week will definitely be earning it because we had some good participation. So it's a tougher league to win. And, donkey of the week, there'll be plenty of candidates for that, I'm sure. And we'll all reveal it on Monday when we forward with the review show that night. All right, people, big up yourselves. My name is Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And come on, you Gunners. Put some actual working ammunition in the damn cannon and bust it.